Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome once again, as always, to another helping of Mr H's Hot Pot. You join me today for day 33 of the UK lockdown work. Currently, I'm out and about, taking my daily exercise, first thing in the morning as always, and bringing you guys along for the ride. It's currently about 8:30, 9 o'clock as I'm making this particular vlog. The reason for that is I've already made it once, and I was out in the open, nattering away. When I got back and I started doing the playback, I realised that there was a bit of wind that's been captured on it. The old Fred Dibner mic, the old maid jobby, has let me down today, Hot Potter, so I've had to retreat into a wooded area. And as picturesque as this particular area is that I'm currently walking in, as I'm walking by a little bit of a stream here, which I'll show you in a moment, I know that I'm going to pay for it afterwards with a very slow upload speed. So I'll just have to see how this one goes today. It may drop late evening, it may get the early hours of the morning, we'll just have to see. Or maybe I'll get lucky and there won't be as many people on the internet on this particular weekend. It's yet another lockdown weekend, isn't it? It's currently Saturday today as I'm making this vlog. So I'll just show you this lovely little picturesque brook that I'm walking by here, this little stream, and then we'll jump straight into today's vlog. So here's the stream that I'm now looking at. Picturesque, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? Now, a big thank you to everybody who commented on yesterday's vlog. It seems showcasing that little relic, which I've been to before in a previous video, it seems that it went down very well with a lot of you, that. I will try and showcase one or two other little relics on these vlogs going forward. I won't do it every day, I won't be doing one today, but I will try and do that from time to time, and it keeps things fresh and it keeps things mixed up, doesn't it? So anyway, on to today's vlog and day 33. So what does day 33 bring? Well, I read last night a rather interesting article, and a bit of a disclaimer before I go any further. I did read it on the Mail Online, which I know many of you out there will class that particular publication no better than a fish wrapper. But every now and again, even the Daily Mail comes up with a pretty decent story. A bit like the News of the World used to do back in the day before it finally wrapped up its press. And the story that I was reading was the lockdown in its current form. They tried to claim that it's slowly crumbling. And what they point to is the fact that more and more people appear to be going back to the normal daily lives and breaking the lockdown rules. They're also pointing towards that companies, big names such as B&Q and McDonald's, they've stated that they're going to recommence trading. I think McDonald's said that they're going to start reopening mid-May, you know, for drive-through and take-out food only. I don't think you'll be able to use the restaurants, but you'll be able to go and get a drive-through of the goodies or junk, whatever your particular view is on McDonald's food. B&Q, I think, have already opened. You know, I think there was pictures of long lines in B&Q Warrington. Them all stood out 2 metres apart, of course, but they was queuing up to get in. Now, it does beg the question, are these things essential? You know, is DIY essential? I suppose if your lavatory's broken or your bath's broken and you need to get it repaired, then yes, it is important and essential, but general day-to-day DIY probably isn't. You know, painting a wall or something like that. It could wait, couldn't it? So it's interesting that these companies have stated that they're going to reopen, and I think the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, just said in rebuttal, it caught him on the fly a little bit. He just said that they'd never ordered them to close in the first place, so, you know, the fact that they're reopening, it doesn't matter because they hadn't ordered them to close. I thought they had ordered a lot of places to close, but there you go, there you go. The other big crack in this lockdown is coming in the form of the home nations. It seems all four of us have different ideas on how to exit this lockdown. And this is being led, the charge is being led by First Minister Nicola Sturgeon up in Scotland. She's published a paper of measures that she said could be eased for Scotland in the future. And the problem with this is, since they devolved the nations, they can actually do this. So we could see a situation where Scotland and Northern Ireland and Wales to a certain degree. They're doing their own thing, and us in England, we're stuck on full lockdown. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. I suppose Boris Johnson needs to return to work, doesn't he, and get back in the hot seat. I know he's recovering there in Chequers and he's gone through his battle with COVID-19, but it's slowly reaching a stage now where things are starting to fall apart, so I think you'll see him return to work very soon. And he has a very tough decision to make, doesn't he? Either he goes along with easing this lockdown, which is what people want, or he comes in with an iron fist and introduces even more punitive measures, which will be unpopular and could lose him the dressing room. Many of you who've been following these vlogs right from day one will probably remember that on day 3 I did state that sooner or later a point would come where Boris Johnson could lose the dressing room, and maybe 30 days on it's come to that stage. Because let's be honest, we do need an exit strategy or a plan going forward to wind this lockdown up. You know, if it turns out that they say, well, we need another 3 weeks after this one, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. By all means, tell us that. But tell us that you have a plan for returning things back to normal, because if it just carries on and on and on, people will just get fed up. That's when you will start seeing little pockets of civil unrest and things like that, which I want to state here and now, I don't want to see. Now, I do think there is something into this story in the man from the Daily Mail, because one thing I noticed with the regular weekly clap that we all do for the NHS, in the week that's just gone, last Thursday, in my particular area anyway, I noticed when I got out on my doorstep that I was the first one. Nobody else was out. Now, in previous weeks, there'd been people waiting to do this. In some cases, for up to 10 minutes, they'd been having a bit of a chat, at a safe distance, of course, with the neighbours. That didn't happen in the week just gone. People all seemed to be waiting for other people to come out, and indeed some people only came out and started clapping once the clap had begun. So, is that an indication that people are getting fed up? You know, other people have done it just out of a sense of duty or peer pressure, rather than actually wanting to do it. It is an interesting question, that, and I'd just be interested to note if it just happened to be in my area and it was just one of those things, a bit like when you're in a bit of a noisy, crowded room like a bar or a pub, if you can remember when we used to go out to them places, and suddenly the room just goes quiet for no reason. Has it just been one of those situations? Or in your area, did you find that people were a bit more reluctant in the week just gone to clap the NHS? And that's not taking anything away from the NHS when I say that. They're doing a fantastic job, and they do deserve to be applauded. But I did say that as time wears on, it'll be interesting to see if that drops off, because it's an indication as people are getting fed up of the lockdown. Anyway, folks, leave your thoughts on that as always. Now, one or two of you, before I go, because I am coming up to the old magic 10-minute mark, have asked what are my plans regarding these vlogs moving forward. Am I going to continue with them? One or two of you have rather wittily quoted how I opened these vlogs and said, welcome to day 365 or something like that. Now, I've took it in the jest that I'm sure it was given him, but I always said I would never let these continue and go past the sell by date. So I do have a figure in my head of when I will wrap these up. It's not coming anytime soon, but I do have a figure in my head. You know, I will not let them rally on, and I certainly won't be letting them get into treble figures. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, folks, we are now coming up to the 10-minute mark as always, and that's the time, sadly, for Mr H to wrap up today's vlog and bid you a fond farewell. So, folks, until tomorrow, when it'll be day 34 of the UK lockdown, I'll bid you a fond farewell. Hope you all stay safe as always, and bye-bye for now.
And I wouldn't be surprised if there be another H at the man from the Daily Mail. And I wouldn't be surprised if there be another H at the man from the Daily Mail.